Serena Williams has a probability of 0.53 of winning a point against Simona Halep. What's the probability that Serena will win 4 points in a row and win the first game? Well, we know if she's winning 4 points, then she's going to be at 60. And it doesn't say anything about Simona's points, so we're going to assume that she's stuck at love. So we're thinking about the probability of the score being 4 points to 0 or 60 points to love, which is how they would call it, 60 love. We have a formula that we can use to help us figure this out, and its probability of a particular game score is going to be the probability for player A making a point raised to how many points you think player A should make times the probability of player B making a point raised to the power of how many points you want player B to make, and then you add the 2 points together, take the factorial of that, all over the factorial of each of the number of points. So remember, if we're doing a probability for one person winning a point is 0.53, the probability for the other person winning a point is going to be the complement, because the probabilities have to add up to 1. So if the probability for Serena is 0.53, then the probability for Simona, they have almost the same sounding name, is going to be 1 minus 0.53, which is 0.47. So probability for player B, in this case Simona, is going to be 0.47, and that's how we find that. So back to the players, the probability of the score being 4-0 or 60 love is going to be probability for Serena raised to 4, because that's how many points we're hoping she makes, 4 points in a row, times the probability for Simona, and we are thinking will make no points, and then we'll do 4 plus 0 factorial. Take all of that over 4 factorial times 0 factorial. And if you remember from when we did factorials, 0 factorial is 1. And you can put it on your calculator if you want to be sure. And I can just do 0. And then it's my PRB key here. Slide over to the factorial button. Push enter, 0 factorial. The answer is 1. So 0 factorial is 1. And 4 factorial, we can also put that into the calculator. PRB, slide over to factorials. So I went too far. Go back 1, equals 4 factorial, and that is 24. So for my denominator, I have 24 times 1. It's 24. Let's look at that numerator though, because I've got some things that I haven't put in yet. Probability for Serena making a point raised to the fourth power. The probability of Serena making a point is 0.53, so 0.53 to the 4th power times probability for Simona, which is 0.47 to the 0th power. And then 4 plus 0, that's just going to give me 4 factorial multiplied in by the numerator. And remember, we had 4 factorial in the denominator times 1, which is just 4 factorial. And that's convenient because then these two 4 factorials reduce. Anything to the 0 power, we can try it out, 0.47 exponent. Oops, I don't think I hit the right button. 0.47 to the 0 power 1. So anything to the 0 power is 1. And so 0.47 to the 0 power is also just a 1. And so that's going to leave me with just 0.54 or 0.53 to the 4th. And I can put that on my calculator. 0.53 to the 4th, and I get 0.0789 probability of 60 love with Serena winning. Is that very strong probability? Is it likely to happen? No, because it's about 8%. So 8% of the time, the score between these two, Serena and Simona, would be 60 love with Serena winning. The issue is that they're very close in abilities. If Serena played me, she would have a 0.99 probability of winning a point. And so in the end, she would be very likely, for any score that you came up with, she would be very likely to win, especially to have a slam on me like that. Okay, so that's the formula, and you've seen it in an example. The things that you need to remember is that the game score we think about in terms of the number of points, not in terms of tennis terminology. And that is because we want 4 and 0 to be used for the N and the M all throughout the equation. So be careful about that. Use the number of serves won for M and N, not the tennis terminology point values, okay? So make sure you do that, and then this formula will work just fine. These are exponents here, and these are factorials in the numerator and in the denominator.